Hello, everybody. Welcome to members from the Sean Sense here at Epic Pro with making their grand return, Kidd Bandit.
Yeah, I won.
Me in the ring of Johnny Harvey. How was that? And how was the crowd's reaction to you? They have missed you.
Did they miss me?
Yeah.
Was it
I missed you.
Okay, good. I'm gonna be real with you. During the match, I could not take my eyes off Johnny. Like that's a very serious competitor. She's been through the world. New Japan Academy, CMLL. Like overcoming someone with that caliber was very integral for me, and I could not afford to take my eyes off the prize. If I slipped up 1 second, like it would have been over for me because like she is a big threat. But I came out on top because I stayed focused. Unfortunately, that means I lost sight of the crowd. It didn't register to me how freaking missed I was. But I'm back. I won. Now we're gonna get back in the groove of things.
And your journey back into the ring from your injury has been so inspiring.
Going
from a dark place to now being in a good place. That's about being so open on social media about it in all the hard times. You're so open and truthful and very frank.
Yeah, I mean, there's this popular saying in wrestling. You know, I can't convince you that like all these other wrestlers are real, but I can convince you I'm real. And I'm real, and I've run out of fucks to give. You know, I got one goal in mind, that's to become the best version of me and make the fucking mountaintop my bitch. So, that's who I am.
And I love the karate training
Kung
Fu on the lawn. Tell us about that. What the neighbors think when you're out there?
They're very supportive. You know, I'm a part of like the local community, watch community. I help out a lot with like events out there. So you know, I do a lot of charity runs. I help a lot of like homeless shelters out in the neighborhood. So there's a lot of like appreciation for what I do. They see me like just putting out there, and they did like they saw my transformation real time. So like you know, it's almost inspiring for them too. And it's inspiring for me because like I feel like you know there's not a lot of people that are willing to like showcase the work. They want to like show the finished product. They never want to show like the work in progress. I always show my work in progress because one, I feel like that's very integral in like showing your growth. It's very integral to like show that like, hey, anybody can fucking do this. You can do it. Anybody can do it because I came from a really bad place. I turned my life around. Shit's still bad for me. Like I have an impossible battle to fucking overcome. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna fight that shit anyway, because I'm Kidd fucking Bandit, the protagonist of pro wrestling.
Very inspiring. And then we got a big match coming up, Effie's Big Day Brunch. Zack Sabre fucking Jr. What is there to say about Zack Sabre Jr.?
That's the best technical wrestler in the world. Like that is uncontested right now. He is undoubtedly like coming off like the G1 climax. He just had like the top championship in New Japan. So facing that kind of Zack Sabre Jr. is like a monumental task. I'm up to the challenge. Why? Because all I know is the fight. Whether or not I win or lose doesn't even matter because I know I'm gonna give it my all. I'm like Rock Lee dropping those weights. I'm gonna go out there, fuck it, we ball. That's who I am. That's always been who I am. Except this time, I actually believe in myself. The weights have fucking come off, and I don't give a fuck who stands in my way.
And you're no stranger to big matches. Prestige put you in against Malachi Black.
Yeah, I lost that one though.
But what are you going to take from that match and put it into this match?
I don't know. Did you see how fast my kicks are now?
Oh, yeah.
There's this...
I think Johnny Robbie saw him.
I don't think she saw him. It's too fast. But I did have a conversation with Malachi after our match. It was very inspiring for my journey. He basically said, hey, the amount of effort you put into your training will translate to the ring. If you want to live this life, you gotta live the life. You can't just pretend to live it. You know, I know what we do is wrestling, but what the sacrifices we make, it's real. The training that we go through, that's real. The struggles that we face, that's real. And I'm real. So I put in that work. I took that advice. So yeah, maybe I did come up short in that fight. Great. But every defeat is just a lesson that you could use to get to the next victory. And I won tonight.
We don't want to get political here, but the trans are being, there's a war, and now it's being support trans rights.
What about it?
The war the president's brought on to trans people. In the Sean sense, we support trans people.
Sure. Yes.
Tell us what trans rights means to you, and what are you doing?
Let me put it this way: the same advice, like the same thing I just said about the Malachi thing, where I learned, hey, I gotta live it. I gotta get at it. I gotta like just drop those weights. Fuck it, we ball, right? Look. I'm not gonna lie to you, this seems impossible. It doesn't look like I'm gonna win. It does look like there's an insurmountable mountain to climb, but you know what? I'm a climb bit anyway. I am not a stranger to punching up. I am not a stranger to being an underdog. And I'm certainly not a stranger to being attacked. But guess what? I always fucking fight back. Yeah, I got you. Give me a second, please. Thanks.
I don't keep you too long. Plug your merch, plug your Twitter, and where people can find you on the comeback tour.
Fuck that. You know who I am. I'm Kidd Goddamn Bandit. You'll find me soon.
Kidd Bandit, Zach Saber Jr., Epic Big Game Brunch, Epic Pro, Johnny Robbie. Follow her. Sean's sister will come. Miss for 20.com.